The Local Show, sponsored by Victory in Motion, home of knee repair, not knee replacement, on News Radio 570 WSYR, on 106.9 FM, and live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. The Local Show features in-depth conversation with business owners, employees, and influential business leaders throughout Central New York, exploring their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in our growing community. The Local Show is produced locally by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Julie LaFave is with us, director of the great New York State Fair. How are you, Julie?
I'm doing great.
Boy, that was quick. I don't know when we had you on before, but we were talking about the fair.
It comes up fast,
yeah,
doesn't it?
Up fast
It does.
on
It
you.
really happens so fast.
That's something else. So, you got, it's always evolving
Always.
since you've been, and you've been there, what, 3-4 years
Yep.
now?
Yeah, it's my fourth fair.
Yeah. So, and you've developed some great stuff. The press is the press.
Yep.
And whatever goes out, in print or stuff, sometimes can be distorted.
Yeah.
It's like I always tell my children,
Be quiet?
who are the adults, aside from be quiet, is that, things get lost in translation.
It's the game of telephone.
Right. Yeah,
We all played that as a
absolutely.
kid, the game of telephone. You start out with one message, and then 5 people later, it's a completely different message. So,
right. So
yeah.
here's a chance that we can clear up some things that are new things happening
Yep.
at the fair
Yeah.
and conveniences, not conveniences. Go ahead and tell us.
So we're seeing a lot of stories right now that we've changed some of our security protocols and our screening processes. We have to do these things to stay safe. I mean, our ultimate goal, besides people having a fun time and making memories, is keeping people safe. Like, that's the number one goal, right?
Absolutely.
Everybody who comes in those gates has to be safe. But it's a scary world we live in, and things happen with vehicles. And even when it's not intentional, there's accidents. We had cars last year, and trams too, driving in areas where there was 5,000 people deep. And I mean, there's not even enough room to part the sea, if you will.
Right.
So, we had to look at how vehicles were coming in. We also had to look at how people are being screened. So everybody, number one complaints we get from people, not number one complaints, but like questions about magnetometers and metal detectors. We screen all these people who walk through the gates.
Right.
But meanwhile, we had thousands of people driving through the gates. I mean, the back gates. So how can we say we were keeping everybody as safe as possible while we were letting a lot of people unscreened come through? So we had to make the changes for these reasons. But in doing so, we've talked with a lot of our partners, and we've made accommodations where we can, identified other ways, other solutions. But
yes,
yeah,
you were saying that vendors still have a good area,
yes,
with plenty of room that they can still.
Yeah, so where it works with our vendors is
business.
They can still drive inside right to their location 9 hours from 11:30 at night till 8:30 a.m. So if they kind of want to come in at 6 a.m. and reload themselves, they can do that. But after 8:30, they can go to a special vendor designated parking area, and it's as close to the gate as you can out back at gate 11. And then they can get a golf cart too, and so they can move their inventory that way. We have what's called a purple lot inside, so that's permanent storage inside, so they can bring all their inventory in and just access it all day long.
And I think the main thing is safety, and you're not waiting for a crisis to happen. You're being proactive.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think I can be a reactive leader of the fair that's not responsible.
Right.
I don't want to talk to anybody because we could have prevented it.
Absolutely.
If we can prevent it, we should.
Tom likes to make a crisis where there isn't one.
Are you saying I'm a mountains on a molehill guy?
Maybe.
But no.
Maybe just a little. So, yeah, I don't think anybody going to the fair, hey, I go to metal detector, they screen me. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what? I'm
Yeah.
not like, how dare you scan me.
Right.
That makes me feel safer.
Yeah, and we've
because-
talked to a lot of people who this change impacts. Because general fairgoer, not impacted by this change. It's the same.
Absolutely.
But we've
Everything.
talked one-on-one with people who we go through it, and then they go, I kind of always wonder how I was all able to just drive through the gate. And we're like, exactly. And when we have the one-on-one conversations, they seem to understand.
Yeah, and I just spent a week down in Disney and Universal Studios and everything, and they're tighter than a drum.
Yeah.
You don't have cars, zipping in the back door.
Accidents happen.
Yeah.
Accidents happen.
So
apart from better security, what's going on at the fair?
There's so much good stuff happening this year. There's so much good stuff. We have the Empire Room that is going to have daily programming. So there's going to be like an emo show.
No kidding.
Yeah, there's going to be a Taylor Swift night. There's going to be a silent disco. It's all free. You can bring your food in there. You can do whatever you want.
Taylor Swift's going to be at the fair and it's free?
No. I'd really be popular then, wouldn't I?
So what the heck is that? What are they?
It's going to be just like a Taylor Swift music playing, and they'll have a friendship bracelet, giveaway, because that's what she's known for at her concerts. People do the friendship bracelets.
When is that?
That's the first Saturday of the fair.
Just want to make sure I'm not going to that. Okay. Just want to make sure I didn't get tied into it. Okay, what else you got going?
Silent disco. That's everything's happening in the Empire Room.
Okay.
We have new stands. So Funkin' Waffles here in town is coming out,
great.
and
There we
they're
go.
going to book bands every night too, and of course do their food. There's a vegan stand now.
Okay.
The butter sculpture's being done right now. We can't tell you, but
What is it?
I can't tell you that.
You have that one place, that restaurant, and I remember you saying there was a beer wall.
Yeah, so that's the Empire Room.
I
Harvey's
love that.
Garden is going in there, so it's a
Okay,
pour
great.
your own beer wall.
Yeah, baby.
So there's a vegan butter sculpture? Do they have that?
You're mixing things up again.
Yes.
But yeah, no, there's going to be a lot of excitement. And then there's all the things that are favorites, right? There's the $1 potato, there's 25-cent milk. But the $1 potato for the first time is going to be a guaranteed New York grown potato.
Very nice.
And New
Okay,
York
good.
butter and New York sour cream.
So in the
Good,
horticulture building.
Yes.
Yes.
So you go
And New York State
maple
maple.
syrup at one end of the building, just and then go the other way, and there's the
Exactly.
there's the potato.
I know.
Big concerts. I didn't. Who's coming? That's huge.
Trace Atkins,
Oh,
Flo
really?
Rida,
Yeah.
All American Rejects,
Oh, my
Gym Class
goodness,
Heroes,
yeah.
Wilson Phillips.
So
I
some
mean,
'90s heritage groups. Yeah.
yeah, there's
very
some really
nice.
good ones. There's some awesome
And
ones.
they, the different stages, I know we see the one that's, we won't call it Miller Court, that was a while ago, or Chevy Court, or Cold Muffler Court. How about
Oh,
that, Tom?
gosh,
How
I
old are we?
remember that, yeah.
But that stage in the back has the big concerts. A lot
Yeah,
of them, right?
that's
but
big
there's
ones.
there's big names, right? I mean,
All
Wilson
over.
Phillips was a big one. They're at Chevy Court. There's big names at Chevy Court too.
And you mentioned that some of the bars have their own entertainment too.
Yeah.
There's some really great local entertainers that are at these bars.
There's some great
or
bands.
I call it bars.
Yeah,
but,
so
you know.
Pop Rocks is one that I like. That's a local
Yeah,
band.
yeah.
Name brand covers. I mean, if you have a favorite local band, chances are they're probably
They're
playing.
probably
I mean,
there.
Just Joe. People love Just
Oh,
Joe.
love Joe,
and he's
yeah.
playing at the Empire Bar before the Suburban Park shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
nice.
so I heard a rumor there's no horses. Where'd the horses go?
There's, I know, there's still gonna be horses. I promise you.
Okay.
That was unfortunately 3 days of horses, but there's still gonna be plenty of horses. I promise.
Lots of horses.
Yes.
Okay, animals, rides.
Animals. Highest number of entries for dairy cattle that we've had in 7 years.
And where do I get tickets for this crazy thing?
Online, nysfair.ny.gov.
Get your tickets. I know there's special days.
And you're still running buses from.
Yep,
the
Centro's still
Destiny?
running.
Okay.
Yep, Centro's there.
Okay, great.
So, and how's the racetrack? Oh, that's right. Sorry.
I can't blame me for that one.
Yeah. Sorry, I just lied.
It's okay.
So the great New York State, whoever did that marketing, whenever
Yes,
they
it
did
was
it,
good.
they shoved. That was.
I love it.
That was good marketing.
Love
The
it.
Great New York State Fair coming up. Yes, winter's here. The fair's on, and we appreciate you joining us today.
Thank you very much.